Hey there, Zoom kids. This is Monique from Misfit Crafter Studio, and I'm just going to show you how to put together your journal kit. So in your kit, you should have received 2 pieces of foam covers for your journal. You're going to have received a little stack of punched out construction paper, a little foam edge that will go as the spine of your journal, some yarn or thick string. This may change a little bit depending on your kit and when you get it. And you'll have a little bag with some beads in it. Okay, so what you're going to do to start off with is just start by lining up your book, the holes and everything on your book, by doing just this. Just gather them all together and make sure that you can kind of see all the holes throughout the book right here. Okay. Now with that there, I'm going to go ahead and get your string. And I think I'm going to use my blue string on this one. So we're going to go ahead and just take apart our string. And we're going to get our spine. We're going to line up the part of the spine with the holes again. And you're just going to string this through. So to do each one, you're going to get a piece of string. You're going to cut it about the length of your journal book right here. And you're going to cut 3 pieces this length. Just going to measure it out and cut 3 pieces. Just like that. Okay? So with each piece measured, you're going to get your yarn and you're just going to put it through the hole on one side so it comes out the other end, so you can see that it's on the other side. And you can do it from behind or the other way, whichever is easier, but you just want to put your yarn straight through the hole and pull it out the other side, and then you'll see that sticking out. And don't worry about it, don't tie it quite yet. You're just going to leave that one there, and you're going to do the same thing to the next one. So get your next piece of string and go ahead and pull it through the hole. If you need to turn it over, you can turn it over. Now if you get a little difficulty like I'm doing, sometimes if you just get a little twist on the end of your yarn, makes it just a little bit easier. And again, make sure the holes are all lined up so that you go through each piece. So sometimes it moves a little. I'm just moving mine back in place. Go through the hole, pull it out the other side. Again. Sometimes if you can't push it through, if you have a little pipe cleaner, you can push it down and pull it through. Or if you have a yarn needle, you can attach this to a yarn needle and that'll help as well. So on this one, I'm just going to use a pipe cleaner to help push it through a little bit and pull it out the other side. We're going to push that one through the hole and again pull it out the other side. Okay, once you have all 3 through the holes, you're going to flip it over just like that. And then what you're going to do is bend over this part so that you can pull it through these 3 holes here. Okay? I said you see some of that got unraveled, so if you want to, if it does get unraveled, you can also just snip off a piece to make it just a little bit easier to pull through. I'm going to pull that through. Go through the next hole and pull that one through. Middle hole, pull that through. Next one. And we're going to do the same with the very last one. Don't worry if it wiggles out of place a little bit. As long as you have your string through all the holes, it will line up for you easier after. Okay? So once you have it through all 3 holes, what you're going to do is just have that in the back. You're going to bend this over and just kind of push down a little bit as much as you can. You're going to pull these up nice and tight as you can get them. You're going to tie your middle one first. This is going to help you tie the rest of them. So what you're going to do is just make a quick little knot in the middle. You're just going to tie that into a good knot, and that's going to hold it together, and that'll make it easier for you to tie these two edges. So then just go ahead and tie the other two sides. Tie that on there. Then we're going to tie a knot on the end here. And tie that nice and tight. All right, so now you can see you already have a book made, and you have a nice little spine. Now you have all these little strings hanging out. So what I want you to do is now get the beads that came with your kit. They're going to be little pony beads like this. Some will be clear, some will be solid, and they'll all be different colors. So don't worry what color you got. You can use whichever ones you like. But you want to grab out about 6 of them. Okay. Oops, I got a little extra. We'll put one back. So then you want to get your string. You want to put the pony bead through, just like that on the end. And you're going to tie just a little knot on the end. Might be a little hard because it's a little small of a string, but you're going to tie a little knot just there on the end of your string so you can have your bead hanging off the end. So you're going to do 1 and 2. Now you can put them on all of your strings, or you can put it just on the top. I like mine just on the top because it's easier to put them away after. But it's up to you. You can put it on every string or just the ones up top. And you can put extras on there if you want to. If you want, you can do it this way. So see, I just tied that on, so that'll hang on the end. You can also do it this way, or if you want a whole bunch of them on there, you can add them, a few pony beads on one string. And just pull them through. And if you have any other beads, anything that will fit the yarn, you want the hole to be a little bit big so that the yarn can pass through easy. Oh, see, it starts raveling. Again, you can just pull that. Make a very small snip off the top to help do that. And just pull that through again. See, so I can put a whole bunch of them on at once if I want to. And there we go. And then the last one. So again, I'm going to twist that because it's unraveling a little bit. I'm going to put this last one on. And I'm just going to tie a knot at the bottom around the bead. Now you can tie a big knot, but it's kind of hard because even though you're tying a bunch of knots at the bottom, it's hard for it not to slip through the hole because the hole in the bead's so big. So that's why I tie the knot around the pony bead on the bottom. I'm going to go again. And just tie a knot at the bottom. Okay, and now see, I can do it that way. So once you have all your little beads on, they can hang there. So like I said, I like putting mine just at the top. And then once that's all done, if you want, you can trim off these, or if your beads are hanging, then they'll still be there. So I just trim those off a little, give them another tug to make sure that they're nice and tight like that. Now, once your book is all done, so this is really simple, really fast little project that you can do. But now you have all these pages where you can do projects, and you can keep track of any other lessons that you take with us. So if you want to make another project, some of the things we make are things like bunnies at Easter time. We make things like catapults and all kinds of other stuff. So you can actually draw what you want to plan out in here on your next project. You can draw things that you see outside. You can do all kinds of little different things. Now, also in your little kit, you may have gotten a few of these little gems and things. So if you got anything like that, which you should have in your kit, so you'll have some little gems like that. If you get your glue, just remember it just needs to be a nice tacky glue. you can go ahead and put just a little bit of glue all right here, and you can decorate your book some more. So we're going to go ahead and add these little gems on there. Like I said, tacky glue is best for most of the projects. Don't worry if it spills over a little glue. One more gem. Whoops, lost that one. Let's try that again. Okay, one more gem and put it on the end. Just like that. And then if you have markers or stickers, anything like that, you can go ahead and draw right on your foam. Markers seem to work the best, so any markers will do. You can also do them with pens. Again, felt tip markers always seem to work the best. And it even puts a little bit of an impression in there. So that's the end of making your journal. It's all done. You can put your name on it if you want to. You can add stickers and things to it. And then you get to write whatever you want in there. And then if you notice just right here, it actually makes just a little bit of a pocket, and it kind of stretches to hold a small pen if you want to give it a try. But thanks for joining us for this project. We hope to see what you make. Go ahead and post it to our Facebook group or send it in an email, and then we can share what you made with other Misfit Crafter Studio Zoom kids.